What is happening? I don't know if y'all can hear that car doing a burnout. What is going on? What is Davante on? Get chat. What is Davante on right now? Is Buddy geeked? What is he trying? All right, look. I'm gonna start out by saying this. Davante Adams is either going to be my favorite player in the week by the end of this week, or he's going to be my most hated player of all time by the end of this week. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This dude is trolling us so hard. If he's not capped, let me bring it up real quick. Nah, what quote did he just post? What quote did he post? What's good with the quotes? I can't even see nothing because of my man. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared at all. I just got off work. I just got done training a client. I am not prepared for this whatsoever. But oh my goodness, we need to sit down and we need to talk about the Davante Adams situation. Because if this man comes to Baltimore, the Ravens will have probably the best offense of all time, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. This dude Lamar's averaged 32 points a game with damn Seth Brandt. Dude, he's had Marquise Brown and Willie Snead as wide receiver 1 and 2 and put up 35 a game. Do you know what he will do with Derek? Oh my gosh. Dude. I'm tweaked. I'm actually tweaking right now. No, this is exactly how I did. If Davante's capping. Davante, please don't be capping right now, bro. I'm being so serious. I've been saying it for years now that Davante is the most underrated receiver in the league. Y'all can go and search up everything I done said about Davante Adams. Tyreek Hill, cool. Justin Jefferson, cool. Davante's different. He's different than everyone I done ever watched. Now, this is something that we need to talk about too. Because if he's and look, all right, so we're going to talk about a few things right here. First, we're going to talk about Rashad Bateman. Would Bateman be involved in the trade with a good contract like he's on? One. And if he was involved in a trade, what else would we need to send to be able to acquire Davante? Would it be Bateman in a 5th, Bateman in a 4th? Or, look, I'm going to bring up a tough conversation, and a lot of people are going to be mad at me right now. So, look, don't leave when I say this. When I say this, do not leave the stream. Mark Andrews has a big cap hit next year. So, look. I'm not saying trade Mark. I'm not saying trade Bateman. I'm not saying trade Nelly. I'm not saying trade any player on our roster. Me, I'm not. Screw the picks. You know what I want to say? Screw the picks. I don't care about draft picks. When you got a chance to get a generational talent that has been proven, screw the picks. That's just me. I don't care about draft picks. I don't care about draft picks whatsoever. I don't. Said trade Nelly. Honestly, because this is the thing. Look, think about this. Because I'm a Bateman guy myself. I think Bateman can be great, but think about it like this. If we had Zay being guarded by a team's second string corner, and then we have Bateman on a team's third string corner, that would be tough. Low-key, would trading Justice Hill and keeping Keaton be the See, now this is the thing about Justice Hill, though. We got to keep in mind about Justice Hill. Justice Hill is a great special teams player. Amazing special teams player. Amazing in pass pro. And he can come in and give you good reps at running back. So would you want to get rid of that knowing that Keaton Mitchell is coming off of the ACL tear? Because if you did want to get rid of him, right now would be the best time because that price is That price is up there. Yeah, no, the Mark Andrews combo is a sad reality. Seriously, it is. It's tough. It's so tough, bro. It's so tough, man. And that's what sucks about the Mark Andrews conversation because we all know how good Mark can really be. And that's another thing to think about. The Raiders have Bowers and Mock. So, like, realistically, if we did throw in a dude like Bateman, even though if they might see that and be like, oh shoot, we might be able to get a little something out of Bate because he's top tier when it comes to the number game. When it comes to like separation and all this other stuff, he's top tier. So the Raiders can see that and be like, hey, he has potential. So maybe if y'all give us him, we don't even need a fourth. We just need a fifth. Oh my goodness, man. Believe nothing. All right, here. Let me put this up real quick. All right, so this is what he posts. No, yeah, he has been the best blocking tight end. Mark has been amazing blocking. Amazing. No, I wouldn't give up Bateman and Keaton. Keaton's a home run hitter, man. I don't think we could give up both. Raiders would need to pay most of Adams' salary if he's making around 30 mil, so they would ask for more picks. And that's another thing, bro. I'm telling y'all, if they say, look, we will give you Davante Adams and pay his salary if you give us a first, man, I'm taking the first in my hand. Say that this is a first. I'm throwing it at him, bro. You're telling me we can get Davante Adams? Man, shoot. Whoo, man. Davante's a Raven, bro. He got to be a Raven. But look, this is believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. So what does bro mean by that? What you mean by that? What you mean by that, Tay? What you mean by that? Because look, I promise you guys, and I'm in a hyped up mood right now. I got full energy. If I get the noti that he's coming through, man, I might turn into Baker Mayfield. I might start going crazy. I might have to play a little song. Whew. Bro, my heart's beating right now. I think this is the most in tune I've been with the Ravens in like a while, ever since the Derrick Henry stuff. Believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you see. Bro, look. I don't care how much you like Edgar Allan. Like, let's all right. Scenario. Let's say this dude is just a big Edgar Allan Poe guy, just one of them guys, just good guy. Edgar Allan Poe. Maybe that's someone he looks up to. Ain't no like you know what you're doing. Like as Davante Adams, you know what you're doing. A lot of us been in Davante's DMs, just freaking over there atting him. You like crab cakes. You like the color purple. You like Lamar Jackson. And he was saying this. And this is another thing. He was just talking about how much he watches Lamar. Exactly. Yeah, and that exactly. He could have picked anyone else. If this is the quote that you're trying to give off, believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. I bet you there's about 30 quotes that are close to that. You know what I'm saying? I bet you there's about 30. Let me go ahead and follow, bro. Let me go ahead and follow that guy. But look, even if you are the biggest Edgar Allan Poe fan in the entire nation, there ain't no way that you don't know what you're doing right now. There's no way. And this is another thing. This is a very good point. This is an outstanding point right here. Amazing point. Because we've seen players in the past, they'll go out there and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, you ain't trying to get me, blah blah blah," and then they post this, and they'll have their agent or they'll have someone say, "Oh, blah blah blah, teams are interested," and then just to drive up their value. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it a ton of times in the past, a ton of times. I mean, being completely honest, I think we saw it with OBJ. Like, I think that's what OBJ did too. Like, the whole time that the Ravens were talking to OBJ, he was steady talking about how bad he wanted to go to the Jets, this and that. And that price, it just went up and up and up. But the only difference is that now it's a trade. Oh, yeah. And by the way, if you want to go to the game this weekend, use code Stone2X to get $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. I forgot to put that in there. They sponsor the channel now. Back to what we're talking about. Bro, this dude, like, he has to know what he's doing. Does he not? Exactly, putting pressure on other teams. He might be like, "Hey, I'm a Raven now. You better send that pick through right now because I'm trying to get out of here." He might hate the Raiders that much that he's really just trying to get up out there real quick. You know what I'm saying? But would he really do? But bro, this dude Davante got me in a chokehold right now, bro. He's messing with my feelings, yo. This dude's messing with my feelings, yo. If he posts anything else, I'm refreshing the page. As much as I here, let me. As much as I would love to have Tay, it's just not the Ravens' DNA to go all in on. And that's the same thing that I thought. That's the same exact thing that I thought too, because we know the Ravens. If there's a middle linebacker, Roquan Smith, they'll go all in. They'll send the draft pick. Send it. If there's a safety, a corner, edge rusher, D tackle, anything, they'll send the pick. But they don't go all in on offense. Hey, of course he knows what he's doing. Tay's either the biggest troll ever, and Josh Johnson's giving up that 17. Hey, no question. Ain't nobody buying a Josh Johnson jersey. If you are, you got too much money to be wasting. No disrespect to Josh Johnson, but let's be serious right now. Brian, you know how sick it would be to see Davante in that purple. Have I got the notification yet? No, I ain't got no. I don't see nothing yet. They need to go ahead and send it through because my heart rate is increasing by the minute, and it's not good. We got 282 people in here. I appreciate every single one of y'all for taking time out the middle of your day. You guys are probably at work, doing work, whatever you got to do throughout the week. I appreciate you coming through the live stream. First off, it's much appreciated. I appreciate all of you guys. But and that's true though. Like, at the same, we never, and it's tough because I mean the Ravens. It would, but it wouldn't. This man's what, 31, about to be 32. How old is he? I don't even know how old Davante is. He might be older than that, honestly. I don't know. But it's a Ravens move. It's a vet wide receiver. I don't think they would have to give up that much. Maybe they would, though. I don't. It's killing me. My heart rate's going up. I need to put my Apple Watch on. All right, Mike Garafolo. You can believe at least 25% of this. Nothing is imminent with the potential Davante Adams trade. Still looking towards next week for things to potentially heat up, but this made for a fun Friday afternoon. Man. Man. This is. Would they really go after Davante though? Would they go after Davante? Like, and you. Hey, bro, shout out to Ramey too, though. Ramey's a great guy. Shout out Ramey. But hey, and that's the thing about me. My takes, I try not to be biased or anything, but man, I swear if this dude Davante, bro. Just gotta calm down a little bit. Let me see if bro doesn't post anything else on his IG. Imagine he posts a Ravens logo or something. Bro, he's got there's no way. Bro, imagine if we find out that he wanted to come to the Ravens so bad, but EDC only offered a fifth. They could use a corner. Hey, Jalen Armour Davis. Jalen Armour Davis in a fourth. Give him to. Come on. Jalen Armour Davis in the fourth. That man got potential. Let me be a salesman for the Ravens. I could get you a trade package. Bruh, if we got Max Crosby, you know how crazy that would be if we actually got Max, bro. Imagine that defense with Max Crosby. Stevens in a third. You think Stevens would have to, bro? I think Stevens in a fourth would do it. Stevens been well, he hasn't been balling. Last year he was balling. This year, he's been and that's no disrespect to B Steve. I appreciate you, my guy, but he's been You know what I'm saying? Low key, Stevens in a third. But at the same time, let's think about this also. Let's keep this in mind. If there is one position on the Baltimore Ravens that always gets affected by injury, it's corner. So, would you be willing to take one of your starting corners and send him out with Arthur Millette because he got another soft tissue injury? What would have been 2 days ago. They said he got another one in practice. Now he's only day to day. He ain't IR. You know what I'm saying? But he's day to day, so he's going to be out this week. But he could come back next week. So would you want to put your money on him being healthy? Oh my goodness, man! I just need the notification. I'm getting Ian Rappaport notifications, and it ain't about the Ravens, and it's kind of making me mad. Bro, see, no, this would be a perfect time to know what people are liking on Twitter. Because, bro, if Davante was in his likes, liking Raven stuff, man, oh my goodness, I would be on another level right now, bro. Arthur Millette is a dog. Whenever he's available, I'd move Marlowe, but I don't think the Ravens would want his contract. See, that's the thing, though. Marlowe's been playing good, too. Marlowe been playing really good, honestly. Right, and I want to talk about this real quick. That dude Nate Wiggins is a dog, man. That dude Nasty Nate, he's nasty, man. Man, that dude Nate is tough. That dude Nate is tough, man. I was watching his film, and like a lot of y'all know, I'm a personal trainer, so like I be training athletes and whatnot. And like the way that his hips, it's like he's on ice. It's like he's frozen. Like the way that he moves is so smooth and so fluid. And Man, Nate, he's gonna be a problem, man. Nate's gonna be a problem. He's hot take. He's gonna get an interception this week. Nate's gonna get him one. I'm going to the game too. So if any of y'all are going to the game, be sure to let me know. I'll probably be there. Keep Marlo in the slot. His IQ is undeniable. No, and that's what I'm so glad about when we drafted Nate Wiggins is the fact that they actually are able to put Marlo back in the slot in his natural position. Because like Marlo, he's a great outside corner. Don't get me wrong, but man, Marlo in the slot, that's Pro Bowl. That's all pro Marlo right there. You know what I'm saying? He's a different guy in that slot. He's different. He's just different. He's a little different. And that's okay. You can be a little different in the slot. Because when you in that slot and you're Marlon, man, Marlon at nickel is different, man. I'm telling you. Marlon is different. I keep refreshing Tay Adams' Instagram page. I'm waiting for him to post something else. He still ain't posting nothing. And he ain't deleted either. So he means it. Just to recap everybody on what's been going on with the Baltimore Ravens. Nate got that Jair Alexander. Honestly, he with how smooth he is, he kind of does. That's a good comparison. That is a good comparison. And you wouldn't expect it out of Nate, but he be getting his hands on people too. Like he don't be really holding, but he can get his hands on people. He be putting his hands on them. But back to what we were talking about. Davante Adams. He's messing with us. He thinks he's funny. Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. Edgar Allan Poe. Like, bro, look, and I done said it 30 times, but there is no way that this dude is going out here and just posting random stuff like this, not knowing what he's doing. And we know that either one, he wants to come to the Ravens or the Ravens have reached out. We know that 100%. We don't know which one, but we know it 100%. Man, so what are the – oh, my gosh. Like, bro, it actually got me tweaking a little bit. I'm genuinely tweaking a little bit. Like, bro, if we got Davante Adams, and this is another thing, like we just saw Derrick Henry run for 200 yards. And Engraven, shout out Engraven. He made a great point about this. In the playoffs, we've witnessed the Ravens go out and for some reason go away from their game plan and pass the ball for no reason. Even though they could simply run it, they go out and they pass the route. So having a guy like Davante, if something like that did happen, even though it shouldn't, we have John Harbaugh. We have Jonathan Harbaugh. It's going to happen probably. It would make it that much easier to succeed with a passing game if we had Davante Adams. So much easier. How I see it, bro, if he really respects Lamar in the way he talks, he wouldn't be trolling them like this. But I don't know, man. So what do I know? And that's the thing. He's been talking glowingly of Lamar. Glowingly. He said it himself. He be watching Lamar Jackson highlights. He be watching the highlights. Wait, did they? Man, they keep talking about Davante, but they're not talking about Davante. They're talking about Antonio Pierce, bro. I just need the notification. EDC, send the pic. Eric, send the pic. Please. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to go to this game on Sunday, and I'm going to be at the game, watching the game, and I'm still going to have my phone like this. I'll be looking at my phone like that the whole time, trying to see if we get in Davante Adams. Because, like, if Lamar got a Davante Adams, all right, look, let's put it like this. If we did get a Davante, what do you think Lamar would finish the season with? Passing and rushing. yards and touchdowns. I think Lamar could easily get, easy 4K. He's already on 4K pace, I'm pretty sure. I don't know after this past game, but I'm pretty sure he's on 4K pace. I think Lamar's on a 4K pace. So if Lamar went out there, oh my gosh, dude. I'm telling you, we need Davante Adams more than I need air right now. You could take the air away. You can have it. If we get Davante Adams, oh my goodness, dude. Because, like, you really got to think how many offenses ever would be better than that offense with Lamar Jackson, Davante Adams, assuming they don't trade any players away, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely. And then if they figure the O-line out, oh my God. But then that's the thing. Nah, that's the thing, though. Because if they traded for Davante, do you know how much easier it would be on the O-line? Holy crap. If you know that Lamar could just get the ball out in a second and a half and hit Davante on that little comeback route for an easy first down, do you know how much? Oh, my gosh, dude. Imagine the play action with Derrick Henry and Lamar. I'm about to cry thinking about it, dude. Oh, my goodness. I can't even be live that much longer, bro. I wish I could be live all day talking about this. Man, if we get – let me refresh. Let me refresh Brody's page. Nope, he still ain't post none. No, he still ain't. No. He ain't post nothing just yet. Bro, I need everyone to be going in and looking at the people that they recently followed. You know what I'm saying? I need everyone to go do that. Figure out who this man's following right now. Figure out who he followed last. Figure out everything. Because I need to know. Man, Davante, dude. He still hasn't posted anything else. I haven't got a notification yet about anything else so far. I don't know. Bro, I'm telling y'all, my dude Dre, shout out to Dre for even texting me about it. Because I wouldn't have known until I got home. I wouldn't even know if Dre ain't text me. Dre's my guy, man. But Dre, he texts me. I'm training my client. I'm sitting there. We got 3 sets left. This dude say, "Did you see Davante Adams' story?" I said, "What are you talking about?" He said he might be a Raven. I said, I went, looked, and I swear I almost dropped my phone. I was in shock. Nah, and that's exactly, that goes back to the first point I made. This dude Davante's either going to be my most loved player in the league or my most hated. There's only 2 ways to go about it. You can pick one or two. I know my opinion has absolutely nothing. It means legitimately nothing to Davante Adams. Hey, shout out Dre. Shout out Dre, man. Dre, man. Yeah, that's Dre. He is edgy. Like, bro, this dude Tay is going crazy right now. But this is what I was saying. What if, like, he's really posting all that and then goes to the Steelers? Think about that. Think about if this dude really said all that and post all that just to go to the Steelers. I wouldn't be happy. I would be very upset. He still ain't post nothing. Let me check Twitter real quick. I don't think I'm getting. I don't think I'm getting anything. No, I'm not seeing anything. So nothing's happening just yet. Dude, if we get Davante, it's Ravens by actually 50 every game. Like, if we really did get Davante, it would take like 5 fumbles for us to lose. Not even punch, just fumbles. We would have to fumble 5 times to lose for real. I think he's going to a Super Bowl contender. No Steelers aren't even that close with Adams, as good as their defense is. With that being said, Ravens, Bills, Jets, Saints. Yeah, I agree. Because he said it himself. He wants to go out and play with a good QB. He don't want to go to no team that don't have a QB. He doesn't. That's the last thing he wants to do. And I mean, I can't blame him. At his point in his career, where he's at right now, he's trying to get a ring. And I know a team that was just in the AFC Championship. And even though their coach sold them by running the ball 6 times with the running back after leading the league in rushing touchdowns and rushing yards, we can get right back there. And if we have Tejas, I'll put in the bet right now. I will put in the bet right now. Right now that we make it to the Super Bowl. As simple as that. If we, oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I'm still not seeing nothing. NFL notification. No. I asked Grok to explain what Davante Adams posted means. Dude, and that's the thing that worries me, though, at the same time. Because what if this is really just Davante trying to put out there that he wants to go to the Ravens? Like, it don't even have to be him going out there and actually wanting to. You don't want to know how I feel about Harbs, man. Actually, I'll give Harbs his props. I think John Harbaugh is an amazing coach from Monday to Saturday. And then on Sundays, this dude kind of loses his brain a little bit. And it happens. There's nothing we can do about it. In week 1, we saw what happened. In week 2, this dude, the 2 random challenges. In week 3, we gave up a 37.5-point lead. And then week 4, this dude called a timeout after a timeout. And he's sitting there and he said, like, oh my gosh, I want it back. But you've been coaching for 17 years. What do you mean you want it back? You should know this by now. You're a head coach. You've been coaching the same team for 17 years. What are you doing, my guy? But yeah, I think we should have 100% kept Mike. 100% kept Mike. Mike would have been the guy. Mike is the guy. Y'all see the Seahawks. Ain't no one expect him to be doing this good. At least I don't think so. If I have any Seahawks fans in here, my bad. I didn't expect him to be this good. Mike, he's been doing his thing, man. Mike's that guy for real. But Zach Orr, he will be the next head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Some people may not like it. But Zach Orr, he's the next head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. It just makes too much sense. If he wasn't, then Mike would have been. But Mike's not. Yeah, it's the same thing with me. Like Harbs, he's a great Monday to Saturday coach, but on Sundays he loses his mind a little bit. And I mean, it happens. Everybody makes mistakes, but he'd be making the same mistake every single week. Yeah, I think Zoe got it. Just because Zach Orr, he's one of those dudes. Just think about his whole entire career. Coming into Baltimore, working his way into a roster spot, getting that roster spot, going crazy, and then unfortunately the events that happened that caused him to not be able to play football anymore. And then he came back and he still worked his way up coaching-wise. And now he's all the way up to D.C. It only makes sense for him to be the next head coach. He got the Baltimore spirit. I'm not even from Baltimore, and I know he got that Baltimore spirit. You can tell just by looking at the guy. You know what I'm saying? So you got a guy like Zach Orr, who's a young head coach, first off, extremely young. He could still be – no, that's crazy to think about. He could really still be out there balling. Zach Orr could definitely be out there balling right now. He could be balling for sure. But, of course, the stuff happened, but he didn't let it bring him down. He said, all right, I'm going to put all that energy into coaching. And look at him now. That man is going crazy on defense. That man just had the leading scoring team in the NFL to 10 points. Crazy. Guys on another level. He's finding his groove. And that's another thing I've been saying, because whenever Mike McDonald, whenever he came in, it took him some weeks to find that groove. You know, it was just a little bit of mishaps. I know everyone remembers the Dolphins game when we gave up like 3 straight touchdowns, 4 straight touchdowns. I can't remember what we gave up. But it was bad, and it takes a little bit to adjust. You're a new DC, the communication. We heard Marlon Humphrey talk about it. Communication is the most important thing for a football team. It don't matter if it's good. It don't matter if it's great. It got to be perfect. So it takes a while to perfect it. But as we saw last game, it was about perfect. Aside from the Khalil Shakir, like 50-yard catch, it was about perfect. They played a solid game of football, which therefore puts more trust into me saying he's going to be the next head coach. I'm from LA, bro. Grew up on Baltimore Street in Highland Park. We didn't have a team in the city. Jamal Lewis. Yeah, bro. He's a Raven for life. He has to be. And it only makes too much sense. Because do any of y'all know how long John Harbaugh got in his has left on his contract, I should say? Do any of y'all know? Let me look that up real quick. John Harbaugh contract length. We extended him last year. I thought we did recently. Before the 2022 season, the final year of his 4-year contract extension, Harbaugh signed another extension, keeping him through Baltimore through 2025. The numbers are aligning. He's only here till 2025. And then we got Zach Orr. He's going to be the next head coach. And I mean, I know, and completely, I 100% agree. The people that want us to go out there and get a offensive-minded young head coach, I 100% agree. I would love that. But Baltimore's a different team. They care a lot about culture. They care a lot about the city. And I think Zach Orr's the perfect fit for what they're trying to get. Yeah, I wish we didn't extend him, honestly. I mean, shoot, I really wish we wouldn't have. That would have been great. That would have been amazing. Still, Davante Adams hasn't posted anything else. I haven't got any Instagram notifications or whatnot. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Hopefully we see something, man. Super Bowl or not this year, he's got to go after this year. I fear a Super Bowl would get him a 10-year extension. And that's just like last year. It's a double-edged sword because we had a team that went all the way to the AFC Championship. Even though we all know it was not because of Harbaugh, but because of execution in the players, in my opinion. Harbaugh's still a good coach. I think a change of scenery would fit him well. And honestly, I don't even want Harbaugh to leave. If I'm being completely honest, I don't want him to just go out and fire the dude. Give him a promotion like the Seahawks did with Pete Carroll. Keep him in the organization on the player personnel side or just something. Give him another role because the players like him. He's a great dude. He's a leader. You know what I'm saying? It's just the head coach. It's not really like it's been time. I think it's easy to say that. It's been time for a guy like John Harbaugh. He's been here 17 years. We're still seeing the same mistakes over and over. So just promote him into a different position. Promote Zach Orr. Let him still take care of the defense. You know what I'm saying? We'll be straight. We'll be good. But that's the same thing. If we go out and win a Super Bowl, or not even win, we make it to the Super Bowl or whatnot, they'll look at that and John Harbaugh can be like, well, I just took you to a Super Bowl. Do you want to get rid of me? That's the same thing we saw last year with Mike McDonald. And that makes it even worse too, because if you make it all the way there and you don't win, okay, now all these teams are coming for your coaches and players. We saw how much we lost this offseason. Tons of players, tons of coaches. Shoot, I think we lost like 10 coaches, something crazy. But that's the give and take to it. Man, let's do Davante. I wonder if you can bet on what his next team's going to be. If they ain't update the odds, I might have to put in a little slip for the Ravens. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else, though. Davante. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Bro's just making us excited for the weekend, I guess. Trying to get us excited. But all right, y'all, I got to get off here. It's been 41 minutes. There's 378 people in here. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming in here and spending time in here. I appreciate it so much, being able to just spend time. If you guys haven't already, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Turn the post notifications on. It's the same thing as my Twitter. It's stone_2x. I'll appreciate it greatly. Greatly. I thank all of y'all for being in here. Hopefully Davante can sign with the Ravens. It would make my life a lot. Man, shoot. If Davante signs with the Ravens, I might have to do a giveaway. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Would y'all want a little giveaway? Davante Adams signs with the Ravens? Maybe we'll do that. We'll end on that. I appreciate all of y'all for coming through. Peace.